Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set, 10 logo. 50, check back 50. Go.
On first down, Vernon. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And the Raider first down.
Let's go.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Whip. Watch the whip. Set. Patrick.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the run. He's crashing. He's checking.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he finds Seals Jones complete. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Raiders.
Down. 50, plant. Look at me. Score. I go. Big Griffin.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Any weapon. Mike 50. I got you, son. 49. Ready.
Running is Jacobs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Swift. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Tighten up, tighten up.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And incomplete, he can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Let's get it.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this half. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 8, read. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. And 2.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spinning past him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 49 to Mike. I got him. Here we go. Go to 54. Line. Mike, 49.
Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Here we go. 49. Watch the slats.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Go. Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
3rd and long for Prescott. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's good for a Boston.
Let's go, Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
On the ready. 50. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
First down.
Go out. He's checking. He's checking.
Topper.
Tight dog.
Right up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 50. All day, baby. All day.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Back to throw. Vernon, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he spins through. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
We're going to 53.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, and this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott, he'll take a shot for the... Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Vernon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Oh, that's me. That's me. There you go. Score, Here you go, 47. Get ready. 36, 36.
Prescott on first down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
29 is Mike 29.
Hey, Echo.
29 is Mike 29. Now watch run.
Get it.
Throwing again. Vernon got his man there complete to Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, Pete.
Get up.
It's going to be a lot.
5.
On first and 10, Vernon. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Leo. Hey, Sam off. You draw portrait. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Vernon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10.
Shift. Watch the shift. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Double up. Watch the 6.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to look deep now for Lamb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Kill. All day. Check three. Here we go, 47. Mike 50. Mike 7. It's a party now. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A second down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's third down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Here we go, 46.
Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. On the ball.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm 26. 26.
Play action now, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
We're running 54. Line in. Shot. 26.
Mike 50.
47.
Watch the slant.
Hey. 50. 50 to under. Watch the twist.
Hey, check Mike.
26.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike.
26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pilot, 64, weak.
To throw again, Vernon. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Raider first down.
You ready?
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Fair. Hey, exit. Hit it.
The final shot before break. Vernon, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On second down now, Swift. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's get him.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
But let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The Ravens send their punter out now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Set, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them 1 closer. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That one good for 37 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
There we go.
38-yard line.
Check 24, check.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You don't want no problem.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Don't get nervous.
Henry. 50's to Mike.
Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Oh, you got deep? Turn it right, turn
Go, go.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Pick me up. Here we go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You got nothing today.
Mike.
You got nothing.
Right up.
Throwing on first down. Vernon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
The Raiders take over first.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first down, Vernon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Vernon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Watch twitch. Here we go, 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Get ready, get ready,
The Raiders
get ready.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, check my 50.
On 4th down, Vernon. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
Down. Head over.
Pick
it up.
First down, Raiders.
Hey, Charlie. Fight.
On 1st and 10, Vernon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
There we go. Line in.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
On second down, Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Prescott. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Off-play action. Vernon, now a desperation throw, deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Vernon, he's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.